decided to do a real quick and actually a short video, trust me, on some 3D stuff. And really, this is an update to the last one I did on 3D stuff, more related to vehicles, and I'll show you why in a second. So just a couple things I got here. Again, if you're not aware of, most people are, Shapeways and the 3D stuff that's available. Really cool stuff. Just going to cover it real fast. Some of the recent items that I had obtained. I'll put the links down below. I got a carport. This I figured is for maybe for the house, the kind of that ranch house that I have over there. They don't have a garage. The only issue I have with this is it's kind of flimsy, and you can see the legs kind of got a little bit warped when they shipped it, so I might have to do some strengthening to the legs. I don't think I'll do that anyway. Maybe I'm putting some sides on it, but I thought that was kind of neat, so I picked that up. Got two different mailboxes, two different groups of mailboxes, just because the ones from Woodland Scenics they look okay, but these looked a little bit more modern. You see the wood post and everything. It's just the kind that I've seen more, and a different kind. Now these, I'm not sure they're actually HO scale. They're sold as HO scale, but they does seem a little bit large to me, so I'll have to check on those. Fire hydrants, that's a good detail to have when you got street scenes and neighborhoods and blah blah blah. You got to have some fire hydrants. So I picked up some of these. They look pretty good. A trailer, because again, the one garage scene. If you've seen that video, the trailer I have it's a European type farm trailer. This is more like a typical flat trailer. Needs a little bit of detail, but it definitely looks like it would fit the scene a little bit more. And then kind of the real reason for this video. In the past, I had purchased, I think, one or two vehicles from a gentleman, Rapidpro. And I'll put a link again to his shop. He sells a lot of vehicles, multiple scales, and it's neat because you can get vehicles you can't normally get. This one here is, I contacted him after Steve got his Mustang. This is pretty much exactly the same Mustang Steve has. He actually did it custom for me. I sent him an email, or through Shapeways, sent him some photographs. He looked at it and said, yeah, I can do that for you, and he did. So this really is pretty darn close Steve's Mustang. I noticed he's got a spoiler on the back, which Steve does not have, so I might try to take that off. And this is the typical strong white, I think it is, something like that. And the issue with not the issue, but the situation is they're solid, although they are hollow. So you can see the windows are kind of filled in. So these would be a little bit tougher to use as foreground models. Because again, a lot of us like to have, a driver in the vehicle and see the interior and stuff like that. But these are good stand-ins. This one I kind of bought for Steve to put on a shelf after I get it painted up for him. But the real kind of update is this. He is now offering two-piece kits where the interior, if I can do this with one hand. Let me pause real quick and pop the top off. Yeah, these one-handed videos become a hassle. So you can see what he's offering now is a two-piece kit with the interior. And we looked at it. This interior is almost exactly like Steve's car with the shifter and the brake and everything. So that's pretty cool. And then the separate body. Now, obviously there's no glass in it, but this way you could add, clear acetate or something to actually have glass. You can also paint the body separate, which I plan to do for this, and then, get the interior painted up, paint the tires and whatnot, and then, bada boom, put it back together. And you're going to have a nice, accurate model of a vehicle with an interior, and you can put glass in it, and I think it'll look pretty cool. Now, warning, I'm going to warn you right now, warning, 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 just because model raretors tend to be some of the cheapest people on the planet. And I admit, this is expensive, okay? This cost me $31.75. So it's not a cheap date. This is not something, unless you're really rich, that you're going to have all your vehicles this way. But it is a good option if you've got something special, in particular like we did for this Mustang for Steve. I'm okay spending the money for one vehicle like this. The other ones like this, again, can be more background vehicles and things like that. But just as an FYI, he is starting to offer the two-piece kits with the interiors. They're nice ones. I just saw him post I think a Ford F-150, and he's got some delivery trucks. So he's expanding his offerings with the two-piece kits, which I think is pretty cool. Gives you a real cool way to get current vehicles. I'm doing a modern age, so I need modern vehicles that you can't always get from, Herpa and Viking and other folk Bush, and Woodland Scenics, Trident. What's the other one that sells? Anyway, I forget right now, but there are some modern vehicles out there, but these are a little bit more unique. And if you're interested, you have one in particular from his line that you want, drop him a note, and he might just do it for you, because he made this totally custom for us. So that's just the update. Now I obviously got to work on this. This is frosted ultra detail. I just got to see how to clean it and get ready to paint it and everything like that. But I want to get it painted up for Steve-O so we can have his Mustang out there on the layout. So this is just kind of an update. The main thrust just being that now for the modern vehicles, or all vehicles really, multiple scales, not just HO. That's what I'm most interested in, but he does do other scales as well. Check out his site. I'll put links down below for the two-piece kits that allow you to do a little bit more interesting things with the vehicle, make it look a lot more realistic, and be very, very suitable for a good foreground vehicle. Although, like I said, not a cheap date. You're gonna pay for it. So, but there's an option if you want it. So, just thought I would get that up there so you could see that that's available as an option. So, thanks for watching.